lovers. Welcome in. Come on in. Let's have a quick conversation. A Wednesday chit chat. Let's talk. Let's talk. Okay, so let's quickly go check our sound and whew, this case. JD versus Kora, Kora versus JD. It's taking a different turn. Everyone should just keep playing because the way this is going, it is well. It is well. LAPD is now involved. Okay. Los Angeles Police Department. Mm-hmm. Let's check our sound and we'll get right into this
Los Angeles
conversation.
Police Department.
Okay, so all right.
Let's check our sound and we'll get.
Okay, so sound is good. Let me share this and then we will get right in. As you're coming in, do not forget to like the live stream, and even if you're watching the replay, okay, share, like, subscribe, join in, and let's have this conversation together. This is going to be a quick one. It's already 9 p.m. my time, but yeah, so we will see how quick we can do this and round up with this. uh Let me see. Okay, give me a second. I have to share the live stream to my community and then we can start. Welcome as you're coming in. Hit that thumbs up button. Thank you so very much as you do so. Okay. So Kora Obidi uh did a live stream, and on that live stream Kora Obidi revealed something that is really really not funny. Okay, because I don't understand why someone would even think to do something like that. If you've been watching Kora Obidi's live streams lately, you know that Kora Obidi is actually fine. She is doing well. Okay, she's never complained of anything. So we don't even understand why we were hearing what we were hearing. So I will quickly pull up because I, like I said, this will not do this for long. So I'll quickly pull up Kora's live stream where she was addressing that stuff. Then we would move on to other things. So let me quickly go over to Kora and and you can see. Sorry, I'm searching for something and I'm a little bit distracted. Okay, all right, so you can actually see what is going on. Also JD's gang, that's something we will discuss. Also how everybody now have go get me a coffee. And I just feel like that's funny. Okay, if you feel like you're out here supporting someone, rooting for someone, doing all of what you're doing for the person because you want person to succeed, why is it that immediately this person came out to ask for funds, to ask for support, buy me a coffee, do this for me, do that for me? Immediately all of those women and people in his private WhatsApp group and all those people that used to root for him and scream and yell and say how terrible Cora is, all of them now have buy me a coffee. So tell me, who are they going to donate to and who would they not donate to? I'm talking about the supporters of JD and these his gang members. Who are they going to support and who are they not going to support? Seriously, at this point, it is just funny because you see that these people are just people that are in for the money. They're not really there because they think JD is doing the right thing, but they're actually there because they really, really, really want to make some coin from this. Okay, so I will pull the video. Before I do so, let me see. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Let me see. We're having sound issues again. Let me sort it out. Let me go back out and come back in and see if we can get the sound this time. Mm, 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 mm. Hold on. Give me a second. I want us to hear from the horse's mouth. Wait, is my volume is good? So why is this not working? All right. Sometimes it's always like this. Well, hold on. Let's go back into Kora's page and pull up that video where she was talking about the situation, the LAPD situation. Okay, that's the one I want us to pull up and talk about. I'm having sound issues, so let's sort that out now. That can happen when your life sometimes you can okay, so I have to completely close this for a bit and then pull it back on. But like I was saying, it really seemed like this is taking turn that even the people that are celebrating for JD, because they feel like, oh, his RO is still on and Kora's was thrown out. When you really go and look at what is packed for the month of August, you know that it is going down. And to think that there is an investigation going on also, it means that this whole thing is not funny at all, because anything can happen. And this makes me to think about what JD said at the beginning. Is it 2 years ago? Also, at the very first time that this their issue started. You know, it does make sense now the way things are going, because JD has refused to stop because he's yet to achieve those goals. Those things he said, he's yet to achieve any one of them. But with the way this case is going now, I feel like JD will be happier if the both of them lose full custody of their children. For him, that is going to be a win. Anything to get the kids off of his ex wife, in his mind and the way he thinks, is better than anything else. If he cannot have them all to himself, then it's better that the both of them don't have them. That's how this man thinks. And when you look at the cases that are coming up in August, all the hearings and whatnot, you're like, is this guy ever going to stop? Is this man ever going to stop? And to think that he will still come out here and play the victim and talk about how all he wanted was to co-parent in peace, but none of his actions has ever proven that this person wanted to co-parent in peace. It's just beyond me how people still cannot see through what JD is trying to do. And it's not as if these things he made them secret from the beginning, from the start of this whole separation thing, even before divorce and whatnot. This man had already stated what he wants. And when you look at it 3 years later, everything is still going that way. You know, the plans that he's making, his moves, the recruitment of people, the gang, the private WhatsApp group, and everything, you just can tell that it is still going that way. Because tell me why in 2024 LAPD is involved in this story that Kora is telling. I'm like, what is even going on? Somebody that goes live all the time. What is making anybody to think that the best thing that they can do is to actually call the police on this person? How? Like seriously, how is that even okay? Still having sound issues. This is just weird. Give me a second, guys. So get loose. So Kora did another funny video, but I want us to first of all listen to this main one with the LAPD, and then we will come back and listen to the one she did 1 hour ago. Let me see. We'll come back and listen to this one, but let me go down. Kora, and that her expensive pink car. Y'all remember what? Okay, so we're going to listen to the video where she titled the live stream. She titled "Guess Who Called Me." That live stream. Hold on. So we'll go back. That's a very long stream, but we will just listen to a bit, and that'll be. This one.
Promise that you won't let me die. Good morning. Good morning. Look at how I'm looking fresh this morning.
Can hear me?
How are you guys doing? You know I don't have my kids this week, so I'm unruly. Let me tell you guys a story.
Okay, so she wants to tell y'all a story. Listen, and listen carefully.
Do you know that yesterday, after my live video, I got a call from... Guess who I got a call from? Just guess.
Some people will never stop.
Guess.
The kind of things that.
Guess who I got a call from? Oh, where I got a call from? Guess. Just guess. Good morning. Kiva Hines, thank you for 199 super thanks. Guys, don't forget we are all in the coffee gang. Buy me a coffee. I want you guys to guess before I steal the secrets.
It is really raining coffee.
He would say lawyer. No.
Everywhere.
Mr. Korobi, no.
So now people are trying
just
to guess.
After my live video, guess who I got a call from? Yes, so Nana says my lawyer, no. P.S. It's still my birthday week, guys. It's still my birthday week. I'm still waiting for someone to just say, Kora, pack your bags tonight. We're going to Jamaica.
Oh boy.
All expense paid. All expense paid. Pack your bags. We're going to Jamaica. Guys, you still can't send me stars, right? Okay. So don't forget to send all of us coffee since all of us are scamming. Oh, did I get a call from Ernestine William Crossman?
So you can see somebody that is just doing her thing.
Who did I get a call from? Someone said Meta. No, not Meta.
Some people behind the scene.
Didn't get no call from Meta. No. They're trying to give me call from Meta.
If you've been watching Kora this week or for the past 2 weeks, she's just been doing her thing. She has never showed any sign of, oh, I'm kind of down. Even when things happen that you see that she's really pissed off, she comes out and she vents. That's what she does. You know, she would just come out and she's going to vent. But to see that people are still going ahead to contact LAPD and whatnot, and who knows what else they're going to contact next. Seriously, who knows what else they're going to contact next? This is just unbelievable. Hello, Royal D. Welcome, Queen. Hello, Ron M. Welcome, Queen. Thank you for joining us today. How you doing? How y'all doing? Hope y'all doing good.
I said, no. Wasn't Meta, guys. Try it. Keep trying. Don't worry, I'm going to tell you.
You think so? She should have contacted LAPD. Ron M said LAPD should have been involved. Kora should have contacted LAPD. So do you think they actually beat her to the game? Well, we're just going to say, let's just be throwing the word allegedly. So we're kind of, but if you know, we all know how these people, their manipulation and the whole thing, those that are actually confessed and whatnot. So you can actually put 2 and 2 together and tell from which camp this is coming from. You can tell that this is coming from that camp, allegedly. We're just going to be saying allegedly, but it is obvious because what is going on? A woman living her life, a woman doing her thing. From this person streams multiple times, okay, and all of a sudden after her court this case, and then the case is not even done. Like seriously, immediately somebody's coming out of court and getting home and doing whatever else she needed to do. The next thing is LAPD now. Really?
I'm gonna tell you. Lasha Miko, thank you for 3 super thanks. A movie producer on Netflix. No, no, no. Appreciate it. It's my favorite scammer. I don't know if I like that. I mean, I called myself that, but I'm not sure if I like that, Liz. Hey, because I'm not a scammer. It was sarcastic for you calling me a scammer all your life. Would turn around and scam too.
Exactly.
But no. Nancy Cedar, here's a kiss for you. Nancy, you're right.
Okay, so Ronald said if it's allegation of abuse, the judge has to contact LAPD and CPS. Yeah, I think CPS is already involved in this their case. I guess that's why the whole thing was moved to a different date from when they were supposed to be doing the hearing and all of that. So CPS is still involved, is already involved in this. It seems like investigations are going on, but I just feel like this particular call to LAPD was malicious. The person or the set of persons or people that did this call was doing this to put out a type of story out there that is going to help the other person's case. That's what I feel is happening.
Got a call from LAPD. I got a call from LAPD. Are you okay? I said I'm absolutely fine. Okay, we're just checking in on you. Is everything okay? I'm like, yeah.
The S word.
They're like, okay. Do you need anyone to come check in on you? Do you have any issues with wanting to self-harm?
I said, wanting to self-harm. Seriously, what did the person that called LAPD told them? What did that person say to them that made them to ask her that kind of question? Are you looking to self-harm? Somebody that's been streaming how many times this week or since from last week? Longer than that. But let's just work with recent times. Has she ever given any sign of somebody that wants to self that? Did she ever say anything on her live stream that will warrant somebody to say, well, this thing that she said, it looks like something that people say before they actually do something silly? Like this whole thing is not making sense, seriously. And then the next thing now, if she had allowed them, they would not say, oh, LAPD pulled up. She wanted to buy herself. Before you know, Oga will turn on his, Mr. Man will turn on his ring light. And that's the next thing. He will start with his shades and whatnot. This is just something else, Ronan said, okay, the C1 is criminal allegation. However, that server has JD Camp name all over it. Exactly, because, if it's something else, like we know that, okay, these big allegations that has been thrown around, of course, the police is like the people that are going to investigate are going CPS, and if it's something that they want to involve the police or whatnot, we know that's going to happen. But this, seriously, it does look like something coming from that camp, because this, what when I listened to this her live stream, what came to my mind was when Kim was doing her interview on Amora's channel here on YouTube, and then when they spoke about when he ran to the airport waiting for her and then called the police to go to her place, and the police got there, they were not able to get in because allegedly someone had told him that she and LA Bomb were going to take the kids through Mexico and straight to Africa, and he will never see the kids anymore. So that's why he called the police, and the police was actually at her door where according to Kim's story, they finally saw her coming out, but she was not with the kids and they couldn't do anything. It just, I just feel like, this is same thing that is about to happen. Like, you're going to call someone, call the police, waste their time that they will use to investigate something else, telling them that somebody wants to self-harm, somebody that you know that. And I don't, I just hope that Kora will go in and lay some type of report, so whenever anybody calls, either from state, out of country, or whatever, anywhere, let those numbers, the people calling, let it be traced, so there will be some type of punishment. Because I feel like this is coming from their camp, and if they can link this to their camp, it would be good to see the person that made this call to LAPD, telling them that she's trying to self-harm or something, should actually be punished for this false alarm and wasting the time of the police and whatnot.
That is what these delusional idiots have called the cops to say that I was having self-harm. I was not okay. They call me.
Can you imagine?
At 10:30 in the night. So we just want to dispatch someone to you to find out if you're. I said, you don't have people in LA that need you. You're calling me to find out.
I said, you don't have people in LA that needs you. Wallahi. Ron F said, okay, hello, Real D and Trending Gist. Okay. Ron said, Kim stated that MIA called and told him that. That's what Kim said. But did you also listen when MIA fired back, stating that it was Kim? So up until this moment that we speak, both of them are accusing each other. Both of them threatened each other that they're going to present evidence, but they did not. So I feel like that thing was done by Kim and MIA. It was a collective job. Like, they did it together. They both planned it. They both executed it together. And one was in the US, the other one was in the United Kingdom. So the one in the US would be, putting in more energy for him to, like, yes, go to the LAX airport, or what they call it. I don't know. Go to the airport now. The other one is calling and saying, send the police to her home, because yes, they can do this type of thing. That type of thing. Because Kim held back a lot. People want to try to say, all these people, I've always said from the beginning, these people, they're all the same. If they like, let them start confessing from today till tomorrow. Why did they not present those evidence that they said they had that was going to prove? Kim said, oh, if anybody, I don't care if people believe me or people don't believe me, I can present our chat and people will see that I said little. Madam, if you said little, let us be the judge. Put it out there. Let us see the little that you said. She did not put it. It was just a threat. Then Madam MIA, somebody sent that interview to her. She watched the interview. She was pissed off at this woman, that both of them were plotting together when they were collecting evidence. So this problem that Kale is actually facing right now is the two women that is in charge. That's one thing I want people not to forget. All these sweet eyes that people are beginning to look at Kim with, forget it. This problem that we're discussing right now, what we're facing right now, is still Kim and Madam MIA that built those CPS case and gave him a lot of the idea that man is using till date. So even if he's having issues with them or whatnot, the ideas that they've already given him, when all of them were sugar, honey, sweetened, loving, and all of that, is what this man is still putting into his. Because from what we know, that man does not have sense of his own to think anything. He's not that smart to think nothing. So the idea that these people put together, that is why that email we saw where Madam MIA was telling Kim that I heard we can trust you. So these informations that I'm sending to you, don't share it with anybody. Those people, they've done a lot. That's why the two of them came out backing, but they never presented that evidence so the masses can be the judge. That's that, you understand. So they are still involved, and at least Kim now is now trying not to get herself involved. I think she has another court case and so many other things happening in her life right now, although she still does her live stream on YouTube and talks a little bit about stuff and posts a little bit on Facebook about stuff, but she's not saying too much because I think she has a court case also coming up. But how do people even insert themselves so deep into other people's lives? How? And we can clearly see that Madam MIA asked for her. She's still in there with her full chest, shamelessly still rooting for him, still giving him advice. That at the end of the day, when this whole thing backfires, she will now wash her hand and say, "Oh, I want the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids." No, you're not thinking about the kids, because the way the case is going right now, you all know what you want. Like, this man told them what he wanted, and they all started coming up with ideas that is going to help him. Seriously. Ron said, "This is too much. I cannot listen to everything. This is worst." The TV drama. Kim has not presented anything. She needs money, but hired a PI for Justin. You know, it's so. Hmm. You know, I would just say wahala for people that forget very soon. Like, if you forget easily, you know, people will come out and give all this smooth talk of, "Oh, I have repented." Yeah, you have repented, but we still cannot overlook the harm that these people they've done. And it's something that will forever be there, because words are very strong. And mostly when you're saying this type of negative things to a person that is unstable, and nobody should come here and say, "I'm calling him unstable." He said it by himself. Oh, that he's had how many mental breakdown, he's been for this, he's gone for this, he's gone for that, the anxiety, panic, and all of that. His word, he said it. So this is not a shade, okay? So when you're saying something that is even going to trigger the person even more, make the person's situation worse, what do you expect that person to do? And then they will not come out and tell you they have repented. So seriously, what you're saying, you're very correct, Ron M, because she was quick to go and get a PI, and now all the screaming she was screaming on that interview, "I can present our charts." So, madam, present the chart, because if you present those charts, we will see, we will see things. We will see the kind of things that people were saying, the kind of advice that some of you, according to Kim's words, in one of the WhatsApp group, there were up to 100 people there. So we will see the kind of things that they were discussing in there. This police thing didn't start today. So people might be thinking, why am I going back? I'm not going back. All of these things is intertwined. There's no way you say A, you don't say B, you don't say C. Everything is connected. Everything is linked. This thing we see now that is cooking, it didn't start today. That when you look at the court document, everything is now packed. August is hearing this versus that, the other one versus the other person, this other person versus like that's why some people are even confused right now. That some people from his camp were celebrating, thinking that he has already won, because even them, the confusion that they created this whole problem, this situation that is going on 2024, they caused it. But even them now, they are now confused. They've started celebrating already that he has won, when they've not even done the hearing. They are not even thinking about what the investigation is going to uncover, and what's going to happen after the investigation. What's going to happen? Nobody knows, but JD's camp members are celebrating already. Ron M said, "Kim is receiving her just due. They are doing to her what she did to Kora. How can she have a special need daughter and when I want someone else's child taken away?" That's what I don't understand. You know, when you look at all these people, you see that something is really wrong with them. And I always say this, that it is not an insult. If I want to insult somebody, I will tell you straight that I'm insulting the person, you know. But when I look at most of these women in the life of this what is it called? In the life of this man, if they were reasonable people and functional people in the society, trust me, this whole situation wouldn't have turned out the way it did, because they would have been able to give this man good advice that would have helped him. When he started recruiting people, those people would have been his backbone, that they would have stood by him, held him up, told him, this is not the end of the world. You're still a young man. Look, he said his birthday is around the corner. He's turning, what he said, 35 or 36. So he is still young. He is still damn young. Even men in their 80s, they still get married and live a very happy life. How much more you that you're just turning 36 or 35? There is still lots of hope and beautiful opportunities. Yeah, look, you were with a beautiful woman, Summer, that was hardworking too, doing her own thing, hustling, doing her thing. You could not just focus and build a relationship and build something beautiful. You wanted to latch on to these people that their lives are so miserable, so many loneliness and everything else is going on with this set of people, and they kept, offloading their negativity onto him, their fears, the anger that they have for somebody else. They're like, okay, since I wasn't able to deal with that person, now this is an opportunity. I can see that this person is mentally unstable, so we're going to take advantage of him. And because he was so bitter, he was busy making plans, plotting, and these people were egging him on. If they were good people in the society, they would have told JD to stop this crap from the beginning. And all of this wouldn't have happened, because divorce, they finalized. Custody, they've decided 50-50. Tell me, what else do you want? You have your Facebook, she has her Facebook. Go and hustle. You're a chiropractor, she's an artist. Go hustle. Pay your own, do your own 50% of what you have to do for the kids. Let her do the 50%, but no, you have your eyes on this woman up to the extent of her body, how her body looked, how this was not the body you married. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Up to the color of the car she painted, the expensive pink she painted on her car. Like, what does that have to do with anything? But these people just kept egging. And this Madam Kim and Madam MIA sat down and started collecting evidence upon evidence upon evidence, maliciously, may I add, maliciously collecting evidence upon evidence upon evidence. And come 2024, those are the things that this man is using. Because when you listen to the kind of words that comes out of Madam MIA's mouth, and when you watch some of Kim is not talking much, but here and there she would just be talking about something else. She would just throw in certain things, because I think her fans are asking her questions about this thing, So the way she would just throw in some word here and there, and then she made that post that she made, that she was talking about FBI and the evidences were not, it wasn't the full evidence that was presented. That's why this and that didn't happen. You will know that these people are in deep into this stuff. And these people have information and they have things that can actually end this whole thing. Because if those evidences are presented to tell you the kind of women these people are, that's why when people look at them, people are like, let's just cut them a slack. Nobody's saying the people will be bringing God into this. Leave God, let God rest. There are other things that he needs to do. Like, even God forgive. Who is saying don't forgive? I'm saying you forgive, but still remember that what they have done is what this man is working with, and it's what this man will continue to work with, because he's not smart enough to start up anything himself. He doesn't have a clue about anything. That's why you see him brag, I'm the most expensive chiropractor in Los Angeles. If we go and do the investigation now, he's not among the first 100 in California. Every time he's bragging, you brag, but your actions are not showing that you're a very smart person. It's just terrible. It is really terrible. Ron M said, when those pics and videos came out, she knows they were criminal in nature, and she saw a prison sentence and custody of her daughter. She changed her story and started trying to get out of it. And if you look at all of those women, Kim and Madam MIA, they're not that stupid, They've got some sense in their head, like they know what they're doing. Like when you look at those two women, you listen to them, you know that they are very trickish and cunning people, like two-edged swords, tail bearers. Like you can never, if they tell you good morning, check your time. Very cunning people, those two women. They know what they're doing. They've egged him, they've pushed him to a corner. Now both of them, they've retreated because they can actually see what is coming. But it seemed like he's the only one that is yet to see what is actually coming, because he's still clouded by the hatred that he has for his ex-wife. And so he tried to do Summer the way he did Kora. Summer was not having it. He was following Summer everywhere. Summer broke up with him after Crystal stayed at the house, and the pics of the videos came out. Who wants to be associated with this type of situation where even when she was still there? Remember when he was, well, my woman cooked, what was that, Seth? She cooked something, some chicken also, that he was praising. I was thinking, why are you on live video telling us what your woman made for you? Why are you not enjoying that meal with her sitting right next to you? Or I'm like, what is going on? Seriously, you're here talking to your Facebook fans while you're praising the meal that your partner supposedly made for you, that the both of you were supposed to be enjoying together. Like, the man was just carried away by everything else, and the people that pushed him to where he is right now, most of them have retreated. It is terrible. Let's continue listening to what Kora.
I'm okay. All of you are not okay. Now let me tell you what a narcissist does. When they cannot gaslight you in person, they use systems to gaslight you. I'm telling you, hey, the power that be. Hey, guys, you are scamming, but you are also gaslighting with the popo. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, they asked me if I was fine. I was like, I'm perfectly fine. I'm okay. I'm actually good. I'm fine. We just need to know if you're fine. Do you need any help? She asked like 4 times. Ladies and gentlemen, I said, I'm perfectly fine, thank you. We're just gonna send somebody anyway. I said, no, I don't want anybody. No one is invited here. No, it's 10:30 and I need to go to bed. Have a great night. Okay, bye. Hey, welcome to Narcissism 101. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. In time, I'm gonna give you everything. Just be patient. Just be patient. Just be patient.
Just when she came out to talk about that, buy me a coffee. Like, seriously, buy me a coffee is flying like what I don't know. Everywhere you turn is buy me a coffee, buy me a coffee. Oh, he's doing that. We all now have to buy me a coffee.
Guys, let's do another one so they can call and find out if I am okay. But wait. If I say I'm not okay, I need therapy session. Do you think they'll pay for it? No. If I say I'm not okay, I need no. I need a massage. My entire back. If they call me next time, I'll say I need massage. Oh, my back is paining me. I need cracking. Honey.
This is weird. This is weird. Like, they can clearly see that the
anyway,
okay,
I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who is buying me coffee. Don't forget to buy me a coffee. Someone said there will be not enough coffee to go around now that, no, that's not true. My supporters never do that. My supporters are going to support me nonetheless.
Why would our supporters go and buy coffee for you?
Nonetheless, let us cook. Let us cook.
This is the time for JD's supporters to show up and show out, okay? Like, show off. This is the time for you to show up. Okay, Ron M said she made spaghetti. Okay. So, you can imagine all of a sudden, and I think Kora should be extremely careful, because I feel like JD is just doing certain things to kind of get Kora to get talking, to do something and make a mistake. Kora should be extremely careful. Pick her words carefully. Same with Nancy. I think at this point, Nancy should just, if my own opinion, not that any one of them will get to see my video anyways, but I'm just saying Nancy should just not speak about anything that has to do with this man. Okay, if she wants to talk about her sister, okay, no, don't say anything until after August. Let them wait and see how this whole August, because a lot of the hearing and whatnot is in August. So let them wait until this whole thing is done and dusted, including the investigation that is now going. Like so much is really out there right now. So they should wait for everything before they can start, because I feel like this man. Hello, a barrister in the building. Welcome, Barrister Oyoyo. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. So I feel like this man is doing everything to try to egg her on, to try to get her to say something, because this man has been calling her name, calling her sister name, screaming on top of his voice. Remember how many live stream JD did when Kora did her GoFundMe? Now she came out, didn't mention your name, just responded and laughed about the fact that you that called her names for all these years, you too, you are now a person that is receiving buy me a coffee. If you're going to condemn someone about something, why do that same thing? If you know you're going to do the same thing, or you're not sure if you're going to do something similar or same in the future, you don't condemn that thing, because you never know. But now, him and all his gang members that came out and condemned this thing, they all now have buy me a coffee. And the funniest part is, immediately this man posted his buy me a coffee, it's almost like he rang the bell for the rest of his minions, and they started posting their own buy me a coffee. So who are his supporters going to buy coffee for? For him, for Lola, for the other lady, for the, like, who? Who are they supposed to be donating to at this point? Because all of them, they now have buy me a coffee. This is just weird. This is really, really weird. Ron M said, as long as they do not call his name or use his initials, they are okay. They can call him he who shall not be named. He who shall not be named, right? Because right now it seems like he even wants to claim the Mr. Kora Obidi. Like, seriously, the Kora is her name, Obidi is her last name. Even that one he wants to claim, but he refers to his ex-wife, calls her all manner of names, but just the one title she gave him, that's the one that he wants to go run so fast to go and put in his court documents. Seriously. Now, wow. Yours was a greetings, beautiful people. Oh yeah, and I not finished the hair this thing, because I heard you say on your live stream night, your people are getting ready for hair day. How is the hair going? Wow.
I just wanted to tell you guys what happened yesterday. You know, it was my birthday, so my mom blessed me with a whole bowl of fisherman pepper soup. Fisherman pepper soup is my favorite soup.
When she says her mom, it's not LA mom she's talking about. I wonder where LA mom from. This one I'm hearing fisherman pepper soup. If you know, you know where this type of soup is coming from. I wonder where the LA mom is from. This one, Kora is flashing fisherman pepper soup. That's enough enjoyment there. Oh boy. Huh.
If you're not okay, they'll say you are not fit to be with the kids. That's harassment. Yes, it is harassment. And I always come here to tell you guys what is going on. It is harassment. I should be able to film my content in peace and not get called by the cops to find out if I'm fine. But we move. It is harassment. Yes, it is. Next time they call me, I'm going to tell them I need pepper soup. I'm not okay. I need pepper soup. Thank you so
in my opinion, I feel like those numbers should be traced. These people that are calling and presenting these false calls, because they've started doing this from when they called the police to go to her home, what, 2 years ago, or what, last year or so, or 1 year ago. All those, if she had made, seriously, if probably if Kora had actually reported that, okay, I'm coming out from a bitter divorce or whatnot, and if anybody call and tell you people anything about me, such number should be traced. So at this point, now that they found out that she's okay, she said to them she's okay, they should bring that person in and question the person, because the way Kora said, the person that called her was asking her, are you okay? Are you planning to self-harm? Are you this? Should we send people out there? Should we this? Should we that? Keep the person kept asking, kept pressing, trying to find out if they should send the police to her place yesterday, when everybody saw her on live. How many live streams did she do yesterday? Did she look like someone that was planning anything? So you could tell that this is something that these people really, really planned and executed. So I feel like she should also lay a complaint where, when this type of call come in, they will trace the people down. The same thing, and I hope she's still following up too with the UK this thing, because those people that called for the immigration this thing, if they can find those people too that lied to the UK immigration office, and then she flew in, she had that issue with immigration before they let her go. At least let them know that yes, something is really going on, and some set of people, it is their job, the same way that it was the job of Kim and Madam MIA to collect nonsense evidences that they presented to him that he is using to fight her up until today. That's why he was quick to tell, because you will not be thinking Kora streams several times in a day. Even you as a blogger that blogs and covers their story, there's sometimes that she will stream, you will not be able to catch up, because before you're catching up, before you're doing your own story, Kora is live again. So how is it that Jade is able to catch up? Because these women, some of them are that jobless that they just sit in front of their phone all day, waiting for when Facebook will give them that notification that Kora is live. Piam, they are the first set of people that will jump in there to go and see nonsense evidence that they're going to collect for him. And today, all those evidence that they collected, and now it's now that Madam MIA is telling us, I am just interested the kids. No, you're not interested for the kids. You're interested what that man has between his. Yeah, that's what that woman is interested in. Because the way this woman is following this man bumper to bumper, I don't understand. The person said, leave me alone, stay on your own. No, she still will not stay on her own. And the evidence is that she collected is what this man is using in 2024. And who knows, Kim came out telling that bogus story. I had a PI and they did not find it. Will Kim ever come out to say the truth? Will that one ever come out to say the truth? Women that were able to sit down, look at a woman that all of them, they are older than, majority of them are old enough to give birth to Kora. It's not now she's celebrating 33. Majority of them are old enough to give birth to that Kora. In fact, some of them are like her grandma, because they have grown-up children that are way older than Kora. And here we are, listening to the nonsense that these women plotted and planned and executed. And now that they've seen, like today on Oyoyo's, I think Oyoyo was talking about another case that she was giving as an example, talking about people that receive stuff. I think that's the part that scares most of these women. Now that most of them, they now know that it's not by who filmed it, it's also by who received it and now distributed it to probably other people that didn't see it. So all of them now, they want to distance themselves, but I feel like it's already too late, because JD is working with all of the evidence that they gave,
Hello, Bobby. Grandma is watching Survival with the TV.
Amazing. Po, po, po. Po, po, po. So let's listen a little bit.
5 super thanks. Appreciate you. Much love. You're so funny. I like your sense of humor. Thank you. But America, if you're too funny, you got the cuffs on you. Call on you. Like, are you okay? Are you good? Are you sure? When a narcissist cannot gaslight you in person, what do? They use everything available to do their dirty work. Third party things. Everything. But we move. Was. Guys, buy me a coffee. Kiribo. Kiribo. Ayibo. Kiribo. We move. Yes, I got called by the cops yesterday just because someone had called me a scammer for how many years, and they turned around and started scamming too. Nyla Ali, thank you so much for a coffee. Appreciate you. So definitely. Also, threatening me with deportation is illegal. Do you know that? Threatening anyone with deportation is illegal. If you threaten anyone with deportation, it's illegal in the United States. Stephanie John, thank you for 3 coffees. Appreciate you. Only the cops, a judge, and these people can pass a judgment for you to be deported. No individual has that power, and threatening it is illegal. So if you see anyone doing it, just remind them, hey, you know what you're doing is illegal, right? Rose, watch here. Thank you so much for 3 coffees. Thank you, Rose. Appreciate you. Anyone who says, I'm going to get you deported, they are doing something illegal in the United States. Yes, it is legal. It's very good for you to just take a minute to read your rights, First Amendment rights, a little bit about, just...
She's breaking the law. Did y'all remember when this man was screaming, she's breaking the law, and all of that? But now he did not bother to tell his own people how many laws he broke, even the one that he said on his this thing, that recording that we all heard.
Living in a new place, because you never know what you're missing out on. You never know. You think you know everything, but you don't. Pamela Hawkins, thank you so much for a coffee. Appreciate you. Jana Coleman, thank you so much for resubscribing.
Anyway, so this is what I wanted us to listen to, because it's an hour-long live stream. I just wanted you all to hear from the horse's mouth where Kora was actually, talking about this stuff, that happened to her. I wanted you all to listen to that one. Another one that I think is going to get to that is going to get to Mr. JD is actually this her video. Let me see. Let me come on. Why are they showing me the other one? This one. Hold on.
Spread up your legs. Spread up everything.
Okay, so this is a 1 minute 50 something seconds listen, a video she did, and I'm going to see. Okay, I'm just going to take it back so y'all can listen. The first thing I want y'all to take note of is you all remember this car, the pink color car that let me see, hold on. The pink color car that JD was telling you people about. Can you see it clearly?
My moist queens, what? It's your singing dancing princess, aka that moist coochie coach. Ladies, it's 75 degrees outside with no chances of precipitation. This is your public service reminder to all your big nyash, all your big back, and get outside. This is your official permission to get loose. Me no send your papa if the killing no be inside. I spread it, me. Me and my girls, they holla, make you hold your rubber magani label outside. We outside. My sister, turn up the leg muscles, turn up them thighs, baby. It's time to work it. Summer is officially around the corner.
Wahala. Really, y'all know some of the stuff I can't even show it all. It's just a 1 minute 56 second of Kora hyping and doing the most. And looking at this her car, I'm like, Krata Utopia. So this is the 1 minute and 1 minute 56 seconds. Listen, a video of her just
Wow,
hyping and
spread it,
doing the
baby.
most,
Spread
enjoying
up your
herself,
legs, spread up
and
everything. Me, I want to
doing
tell you
stuff
one
like
time,
that.
your girl Kora, me, I go spread up like pancake. It's summertime.
Cora will lock his up and say she will spread up like pancake. She don't be what kind pancake. This is the one that Mr. Koro Obidi will not see it now. He will not come and look at the car. The paint of the car changed. What happened? Like seriously, I'm waiting to see the thing that he's going to say next. You know. Uh let me pull out of here. Let's go over to JD's page and let's see. Hmm. Well, I know they finish. Like they try, they enjoy life. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, 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 uh. Mm, mm. Mhm, mm. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my network. What is going on? All of a sudden, my network now. I'm trying to pull up JD because I saw a post that he made also. Mm, mm. Oh, oh. Mm. And also his best friend too. She's busy posting. Uh, 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 uh. Hmm. She said, "This is what JD's bestie, one of the witness, Lady F, posted." She said, "Someone else's enemy might be your own helper. Be careful how you fight battles that are not yours." And their gang members are rooting, "Oh, you're so right. You're so right." And I'm just sitting down and I'm thinking, shouldn't this be an advice for this woman actually? Shouldn't she actually take from this that she's trying to advise other people that they should be careful? You that you inserted yourself so deep into this situation, they've even named you as a witness, as somebody that is going to go and testify in court. You've ran your mouth on social media. All those videos, evidences, and everything is out there. Today, you're posting. 6 hours ago, she's posting. Be careful of how you fight other people's battles. And I'm like, seriously, who fought JD's battle more than you? You didn't bother to try to know the truth. You just decided you didn't like the person that he was fighting with, and off you go. You were going to join forces with him. I don't know why I don't see his this thing. I'm trying. It was easy for me to pull up this his partner in crime page. Let me see if I can find him via general post or something. Maybe that way I'll be able to. Okay, yeah. Because I was trying to type in his name and pull it up. Hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he did gratitude post 2 hours ago. So gratitude post he did, but before he did gratitude post, he did this. He made this post. Okay, so far he has posted one post. about treatment of esophagus, and RIP to the man that he wanted to talk about the man's situation, but then he was totally talking about something different. And then JD went ahead to post. He said, I surround myself with people that are ruthlessly ambitious and kind to everyone. One thing is common with JD and his gang members, that they always say the opposite of what they are. They always post about the opposite of what they do and what they stand for. Seriously. Kind to everyone. Like, seriously. If they look at JD now and they say you're kind, JD will say he's kind to everyone. You need to know the definition of being kind to everyone. Seriously, that's one thing he needs to know. Then he posted this 4 hours ago. He said, a beast is someone who can survive hell and appreciate the ability to walk away from it. So let's listen to his oh god, wahala no they finish. Seriously, wahala no they finish. Boleg you're welcome. Say hello, Yo-Yo's World. Great content last night. Okay. Last night or this morning? Was it last night or this morning? So let's listen to JD's gratitude post 2 hours ago.
Wednesday morning in LA. Summer is fun. How y'all doing? Give this a second. Looks like my internet's a little slow.
Let's hear what JD has to say.
There we go.
12 minutes video he did.
Good morning, good morning. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning here in LA. Summer is officially in the high swing. I'm sure it's like 90 degrees today. Inching towards my birthday, which is on Sunday. Going to be big 36, which is a little adulting is in full swing. But anyways, this I've been overwhelmed with a sense of gratitude for all of you that have been supporting me. Many of you guys have said sent coffees to me to just help this end this madness. I
Can you imagine?
have to actually issue an apology to all.
It's so funny how Kora's life. Kora did her own video, the one that I just showed you. People said it's 75-degree days. Now he came out. Oh, summer is here. It's 90, probably 90 degrees. And he's so dramatic. He's grateful to people that are helping him to end this madness. Really, the people that are helping you right now, if anybody is donating to your Buy Me a Coffee, they're actually helping you to start more madness that is going to last for the next 18 years. Not helping you to end anything.
Everyone that's been following my story, because I did get consumed into the negativity for a while. I mean,
when you started,
and I think that would happen to anyone, honestly. You know, for about 2 years, I didn't defend myself. I can remain completely silent. I was trying to take the high road, and every single time I'd get on social media, I would just be bombarded with.
This is really serious, you know. When you listen to JD talk, you know that something is really, really wrong, and this is not even a joke. The fact that this man will keep referring to himself as someone that kept quiet for 2 years, do you know what it means? Wendy, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. Let me see what Wendy said. So what is he up to now? That's what we're trying to find out. He was live 2 hours ago. We're trying to find out what dramatic thing he wants to come and explain again. His job is to always manipulate and mislead people. The way he did with the last live stream he did. Everything is thrown out. Everything is thrown out. And then when we went to check what documents they have here in August, let's hear what he will now come and bombard people now. He said this is gratitude post. Let's see what his gratitude post is all about. Lady Money Roll, you're welcome. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for joining. You know, so let's keep listening to him.
Negativity, allegations, just so much hate. And
can you imagine?
I thought that I was strong enough and
Says the
had a
one with
good enough
multiple
protective
private
shield
WhatsApp
and believed in myself and my purpose and what I was doing for myself and my kids that I could just ignore it. And the truth is when people are projecting negativity to you for a long time, over, let's say, years, it really does beat you down over time. And I didn't realize how. I did like a retreat last weekend, had a bunch of like different kind of healing stuff going on, some cleansing, like lots of cleansing. And I had a group of energy healers, and it was just a complete retreat away from all this toxicity, and just kind of cleanse all that negative energy. And it really made me understand just how negative I was becoming as a person, and how I would.
JD said he didn't realize how negative he was becoming as a person. From the beginning, a person that's a man, let me stop saying a man that snatches a newborn baby from the mother's breast. What do you think that person is? Every single thing this man you've done from the beginning of this whole relationship, even the reason why you came out and brought this out to social media, everything has been negative. You've never done one thing that somebody can turn and look at and say, oh, okay, out of all the negative things or the bad, evil decisions you made, you actually at some point made one good decision or did something positive. And the fact that he looks at someone else and try to blame the person and everyone that is around the person for his negativity, meanwhile, he is a negative person by nature. Then the set of women that he surrounded himself with, those his private WhatsApp group members, those bloggers, and those so-called friends and supporters of his, are another bunch of negative filled people that, in fact, I feel like if you meet any one of them in real life, the level of negativity that will be oozing out of them, it can actually fling you to thousands of miles away from where they are. That's how the force that is good, the force of negativity coming out from them can push even 10 aeroplane and throw them away. But here he is explaining he didn't know how negative he became at some point.
Fixating on the negativity because it was just always in my face, whether it was on social media or off social media with what I'm dealing with in the courts. It was just a toxic cesspool that I couldn't escape. And it was affecting actually every aspect of my life. My relationship with friends, relationships failed. Like,
you didn't hear it. He said it not too long ago. He said it that at some point he didn't realize how negative he was becoming. But he's saying it in a way that one that has not been following the story would think that he's been a very positive person, but because of the negativity that was coming out from the other camp, being his ex-wife and people that are around his ex-wife, he too now trying to retaliate. Because remember, he started by saying he didn't speak for 2 years, which is not true. There are evidences everywhere that you can actually put up all this man's videos. That's one thing with Facebook. I don't know if he thinks that Facebook does not put the date. The day you're making a post, Facebook will tell you. That's why 1 year later, 10 years later, they will remind you of the post you posted. They will tell you at so date, and then 1 year ago you posted this thing. So why is this man telling us that he has not spoken for 2 years when evidences are everywhere that he's been talking throughout these 2 years? He's never been quiet. Now he's telling us that almost like he got fed up of the whole BS that he decided, okay, I'm gonna fight this now. Let me stand up for myself. Let me do this. It's time for me to fight and defend myself. And that's why he feels like he's now surrounded because he's fighting for himself. He's not being negative like the other person. Meanwhile, all of this is lies. This is how he manipulates his bunch of minions.
Negativity really, really drags you down. And I just realized like how much I was becoming a person that I just like didn't like, and I'm so thankful for the reset. And I'm gonna focus on the positivity that comes up, that comes all you guys on here just being warriors of the light and good and positivity, empathy. I have so much gratitude for all of you that can see what's happening and just say no. Like I'm honestly speechless at this stuff. I had no desire to ever be famous. I had no desire to ever have a large social media following. It was never part of my journey. I was always just.
Oh yeah, you even believing this thing he's saying right now? Has he not said this before? JD have said this thing before. Now you know there are some people are so good in this searching the web, finding out videos where he has said things. JD has said this thing before, that he's now becoming the kind of person that he doesn't want to become. He's going to go back to his educational content. This man says this every week or every other week or every month or every other month. Like he says it and then he forgets, and then he comes back and talks about it like this is the first time he's saying it. But that's not the truth. Seriously. Say he lied again. So I hope he truly realized. He's not realizing nothing. This person that we've seen for all these 3 years, I'll be 3.5 years. This person will not change. This person will not change. Cordelia, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. How are you doing? You know, Cordelia said, what reset? You still talking? Oh, this person, didn't he tell us last week, I mean the week before, that he's going back to educational content? Is this what we're supposed to be hearing now? How is this the educational content? When he filed that restraining order, what did he say? No, the day he did the paperwork, then the next day he came and said he has filed. Now both of them can stop talking about each other. The next thing, this man appeared, started talking about his ex-wife. When he said he will go back to educational content, she will go back to shaking her nyash because she can no longer talk about him. This will not happen, that will not happen. Has this man stopped since that day he told us all of that till today? The answer is no. Seriously. Oh, good. Huh. Oyoyo said he said in Renee's life, he said he wanted to do lifestyle. Yes. When he said he looked at her page and he saw that she was making lifestyle, family content, kids, family, those kind of stuff. That was his intention. He wanted to do this. God, though, I don't suffer. How can you be a chiropractor and the first thing that comes to your mind, he calls himself a doctor. Let me not even be saying chiropractor now. He calls himself a doctor. How can you be a doctor and the first thing that comes to your mind is to do lifestyle vlogging? All the doctors that I know that are on social media, even if they're just posting their daily, just doing their thing, they try their best to educate. When they see something that is related to medicals and they feel like the narrative, that's not the truth, they come, they address it. They try to educate, tell people don't do this, don't do that, or this is not true. They do something that shows that you're a medical personnel. Which one is you want to do lifestyle? You seriously, like he wants to do lifestyle. This I think he just saw the amount of what is it called, views that these lifestyle vloggers are having, and it pisses him off that he cannot also show off his kids the way other vloggers do. I said, please like and share. Thank you. Yes, if you're coming in, if you've not given the live stream a thumbs up, please do so. When he said he already showed us who he is, so he certainly can convince me with all his lies. Absolutely. If he was,
I was always just an educator, and I guess this is just my life path. I guess this is something that I just I didn't seek out, but here it is. So
You did seek this one.
I really appreciate all of you. I know I've been on live in the past and I've fixated on the negativity, and it's really easy to get sucked in by negativity when it's just surrounding you like a storm cloud. It's like if you walk out in the you walk out in a rainstorm, even if you have all the protective gear that you can, eventually you're going to get wet. So yeah, I mean, I complete and utter emotional, spiritual, psychological reset last weekend, which is what I needed.
And started with the same BS.
And I'm so thankful for just all of you that have just been there. If I need to defend myself, I still will, because this problem is so widespread that, I mean, I have a voice and I should use it, and hopefully people can learn from my mistakes. None of this would have ever happened if I just had better boundaries and put my needs on a higher priority. None of this would ever happened. But on the counter side of that, if I had better boundaries and had more, like, just learn to say no more and just stick to my boundaries, my children wouldn't exist, because they would have never made it that far. So I can't have regrets in that regard. But I have learned.
If I stuck to my boundaries, now he wants to make it look like she was the one chasing him, and you took a rope and tied to her waist, and tied it to his waist too. So he can never get away from her. If he had kept to his boundaries, his children wouldn't have existed. Like, you care about those children. The manipulation, man. Wallahi. This man. Was that he said that Renee's video was what he intended before the divorce. Yeah, he said that's what he wanted to do. That's why he never had any issue when Kora giving birth on live TV, on live live stream, them showing the children every minute, every second, and everything else that they were doing, from when they had only the first daughter to when they had their second, because he was a lifestyle vlogger. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to do his lifestyle vlogging, and he didn't care about anything else. But when that didn't work out anymore, he didn't think that, wait, even though they're no longer together, he still could do his lifestyle vlogging if he would just, because they have 50% custody. When the kids are with you, you do your vlogging. When they are with her, she will do her own vlogging. But probably he was thinking her own will be more interesting, and he knows that he's kind of boring. He's boring, not just kind of. So people might not watch as much as they will watch hers. So he got angry and decided, if mine will not be as good as yours, then you two, you're not going to do it. And that's where he started his trouble. And when you know that there are lots of other couples that are also doing this lifestyle vlogging on Facebook. So when he sees all of that, it makes him very upset, because looking at those big accounts like the McCawkins and name them, he will not be thinking, this would have been me. This would have been me. He will not be fired up. He will not be even more upset. But listen, so I'm playing my violin. Really. See, to be honest with you, I can't stand hearing this man. Seriously, Seriously. He's really annoying, but the thing is, when he talks, you listen to him very well and you know the story. You can actually come out and debunk, because there are certain people that just roll with what he's saying, and his camp members are actually rolling with what he tells them, and that's what they publicate, and it makes some people to believe. But when you come bit by bit and you can actually debunk everything this man is saying, it will now make some people to start questioning the things that this man says seriously. But he's really annoying. So I really feel so sorry for him because he is living in denial. Absolutely, I don't feel sorry for him, but he's living in denial. That's true, because I feel like as an adult, you know the decision you're making. After the divorce, in my own opinion, after the divorce was finalized and after the custody battle was finalized and they said 50-50 custody, that's where it should have ended. There was no need for him starting all those private WhatsApp group, joining forces with those lonely women that are looking for cucumber to satisfy their urge. There was no need. There was no need, because those people were not coming to fight for him. They were coming for their own benefits. And it's not as if he had money. So what else? What else he had to offer them? Only one thing, you know. Let me see. What's the last comment I read? Okay, yeah, he's in denial. Oyoyo's what said, and the anxiety, and that anxiety doing its thing right there. It's really sad, man. He can stop if he wants to, because she's not bothering him. Her own is to dance, do her thing, sing, live stream, chat with her fans. If he leaves her alone, everything will be okay. But he keeps doing these things. Somebody was attacked, you came out jumping into something that nobody invited you to. You don't like the person was attacked. You could just rejoice in your house, pop champagne, dance, party, that yes, something bad happened to the person, if that's going to make you feel happy. Welcome, Nina Edward. Welcome, Queen. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you. you know he could have just celebrated indoors that something bad happened to his ex, if that was going to make him feel better. But no, he came out trying to make people feel that nothing happened to her. He was not invited. So many instances, talking about the color she painted her car, talking about how she's driving a big. What does that have to do with anything? She bought a home. People started congratulating her, even if it was small like a hut. People were happy to see that she from a person that didn't own a home in the US, it was renting a home, the person bought a home. That is something. The person is moving forward, the person is achieving. It doesn't matter how small it is, but it is a step forward to the right direction. People decided to celebrate. This man came out, took measuring tape, went to open Google to bring out definition of mansion, how that's not a mansion. The home that he's staying in, that's the one you can. So from the beginning, you can actually tell that this man will not stop. And now he wants people to feel sorry for him having panic attack, anxiety, and mental issues. Well, plenty people have those things and they've not been raving mad on social media. Whipping stick, you're welcome, Queen. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. Said Whipping stick said he was too greedy. He wanted all the attention on his page. Oh, if it was only the attention, that would have even been something. I think he wanted the money and everything else onward. All the money that they've already made when they were together, he wanted all to himself. He wanted the kids so he can create more content, family content, because people will come to watch the kids. He knows that he's boring. People that are boring, they know that they are boring. You don't need to tell them. So he knows that he will not be able to pull the amount of crowd that she will pull. And that's why he decided he was going to destroy hers. But he was thinking that he would be able to destroy hers and his own will be intact. He did not calculate what that battle is going to do to him. Sometimes people don't really understand when you hate somebody, what that can do to you as a person. Not even the person that you're busy hating on, because that person might just be there living their life, but you that you're carrying that thing inside of you, you're damaging yourself. And JD did not think about that medically, and he's someone that is in medical line, but he did not think about that did not cross his mind. Seriously. See, his voice aches me. But like I've said, his voice aches me. When he said he's embarrassed to show the kids, even though he can. but he told his minion that he took them off social media, when in fact the judge told him if he doesn't want Kora to show them, he can't. Well, I know they finish. Sisi Kadi, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining. How are you doing today? Yasu, Tikanis. Okay. Cordelia said, he has a he, he has a voice that he can use, but uh, KO must shut up the colonizer. Voila. Wendy said exactly. Nina said, Yo-Yo's word. Hey, Queen. The host, maybe he flashed his bola to the grandmas. I'm not surprised. You know, on that, because if you this scenario you said, this is very possible. I've been thinking about the direction too, because I was thinking, okay, maybe was it the money, but then I was not thinking, it seemed like some of these women were earning more than, because it seemed like, for example, Madam MIA has a good job, or had a good job, has connections in Nigeria. If like Madam MIA has got some coin, I believe, and she has lived in the UK for certain years, working and doing her thing. So I think Madam MIA is okay. In terms of money, she might not be the most wealthiest, but I think she's okay. Kim said she's a nurse, so she's making money. And the other women too, some of them, they've got things that they're doing, so they're okay. Some of them might not. Well, I was thinking it can't be that all these people went there for that. But then when I now saw them fighting, the kind of things that they were now saying, I'm like, oh boy. Then Madam MIA was revealing that Kim said she fancied JD, that she should tell JD, but she didn't tell us the one that was running to her own head. She just told us what Kim said. If we go and ask Kim now, Kim will tell us that it was Madam MIA that said she fancied JD. That so it's just going back and forth. And then the other lady F too, that has kids too, that's always stuck in his house insulting his ex-wife. They shaded that one too. They said that one too was was eyeing JD, so it's really possible that he's been doing a lot of flashing to them, and it gets them confused. And they'll start going colo. Tinato. Ignore me. Ne. Signal. That's it. Okay, give me a second now. All right. Okay, so let me.
Boundaries. I've learned to stand up for myself when people are mistreating me, and I've learned to not let that behavior slide, because it just gets worse. So, in essence, it is my fault that all of this stuff occurred, because I didn't have better boundaries, and I allowed myself to be treated in such a way that made it to where we are now. So I've learned that, but I regret nothing, because I have two beautiful children that I love and adore and would do anything for. So, yeah, this is a gratitude post to all those people that have been sticking by my side, can see what's happening, and just walking in the light. That's right. Let love lead. I agree. I'm gonna be trying to focus on the positivity. I will defend myself when I need to.
If you're a positive person, you don't have to try. Like, what are you trying? Like, trying to focus on positivity. You don't have to try. Like, this JD just says these things, and he thinks that people will not understand what you don't try. If that's who you are, it just comes naturally, it just happens. You just see yourself doing things that sometimes you don't even see it as anything, but people will be able to point out and like, I notice this person is just full of positivity. This person is just, that they will just be somebody when somebody talks about you behind you when you're not even there. People that have not met you will be getting this positive. Oh, it seems like this person is a nice or good person. Oh, it seems like this person just focus on positivity. Oh, it seems like this person doesn't have time for drama. But if you talk about JD, how can you disassociate drama and negativity from JD? So when you're telling us that you have to try, that means it's not you. You've never been that person that wants to always do positive thing, or make sure that the energy you're giving is positive energy. It has never been that. Okay. Oyo is laughing after she said they flashed grandmas and the Bola blinded them. Bola hand blinded them straight up. When the Sazoyoyos were, that's why he developed that's why he developed hypertension. It was over flashing, eh? He had too many servicing to do, so then he got high BP. Wallahi, what kind of problem is this? Eh? Oh God. Olio said he's such a child. Okay, Whippy Stick with Drew has a comment. Nina Edward said, "Oyoyo, I enjoyed your comment, your content." Yeah, Oyoyo's live earlier today. Oh my goodness. Sheba, you're welcome, Queen, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. How are you doing? Sheba said his Hollywood 101 backfire. And I guess he doesn't remember that's what he said. He wanted to come out quickly and give us Hollywood 101. He thought he was always going to work the way most of those Hollywood stories, used to work for them. But he then missed those other Hollywood stories that they will come out, it will work for a while, then it will backfire. Nina Edwards. Yo is greeting Nina Edwards. Hey, Queen. Yo is greeting Wendy too. Say hey, Queen. Okay, is laughing. They say I which man again? Say I which man? Well, I know they finished it. Oyo said at Sheba, honestly, Hollywood dreams scattered. The Hollywood 101 that Sheba is even talking about is the one that, when they are divorced, when he wanted to divorce her, that he ran quickly to social media to report it. When they were still trying to keep the things on the low, and he said he was pulling Hollywood 101. And now he's Hollywood 101. That he wanted to be the first to come and tell the story. So before she will come out and tell, because if she comes out first to tell, everybody will blame him, But look at where they coming out first to tell the story and not closing your mouth. Look where it has landed him. Really. Look where it has landed him. Seriously. Okay. When he said so Kora floored me when she did her live scamming video. I was rolling on the floor. Seriously. Who? I guess that's why he got his camp members, let me be saying allegedly, got so pissed. That's why they called the LAPD police for her, saying that she's trying to self-harm. They just wanted to get the police to her home to mess up her mood that she was in, because she was really laughing, and a lot of people were on her live stream laughing. Like, that live stream was hilarious. The dramatic, there's a Kora added to that live stream. It was something else. It was like, I can't believe this. And Nina said, so everything he does is going to backfire on his face. Absolutely, because he has done too much and he has dug himself so deep that coming out of this, and some people will say, y'all are just being this. I'm like, don't you see the evidence is there? Nobody's, when people say this, that people just don't like him. Who's going to waste their energy to dislike somebody like JD? He helps himself to be disliked. Nobody's trying to hate on you or dislike you. Like, he's doing the job perfectly by himself.
Not because that's the path that everyone should take, but in my particular path, this is way too public, and this is way too far spread, and there's way too many people that are invested in this situation, which is truly, Family Matters should never be the public for public consumption, but here we are. So And this is a excellent case study of just how far people will go to try to destroy your life just because they don't have access to you anymore.
Can you imagine?
Are my kids back on social media? No, I don't want my kids on social media. There's too many people trying to use them as weapons.
Can you imagine? I don't want my kids on social media anymore. But the only videos and photos that he flagged was the one from his ex-wife. The ones that his blog has shared until this moment that we speak, they still have them on their Facebook. He also have it as his profile photo. The first thing anybody sees when they come into your channel or your page is your profile photo and your header. I think on Facebook they call it header. I think it's the same with this in YouTube anyway. Those are the first thing they see. Then they see your name, what your channel or your page is about. This man has those photos. Why has he not surfed through his Facebook and found those? They're old, the one they did when they were still lovey-dovey and Dobby and everything. Why didn't he find all those videos and also delete them or photos? It's only the one that goes on your ex-wife's page. That's the only one that you want to flash. You want to flag, but the other ones you didn't flag any one of. This guy, his talk is always full of lies. Seriously. Let me see what's the last comment I read. Okay, so come from when he said Oyoyo's word, I will text you after. Okay, so Oyoyo, take note. Nina said everything he does is going to backfire in his face. Oh God. Cordelia said walking in the light means I don't want peace, I want problem. problem. What is that song? I said problem, I don't want peace, problem is really what is ringing in my head when you wrote this, Cordelia. Sheva said so in as much as I enjoy Kora's scammer's life, if I was in her shoes, I would not have said anything. I would have saved all my woto for my part 2 book and my story series. Okay, but she still can include that. But I think, Sheba, it's good that Kora, because Kora always ignores this man, and I think he makes his head to actually explode. He thinks he can do anything and get away. This got to him. This that she did really got to him because he has been calling her names about this the same issue. So coming out from her own mouth, bloggers will most definitely talk about it, she knows, but coming out from her own mouth that this is what you've called her all the time, that man will even make people think that Kora didn't even go to any school, like she's not even educated, that if Facebook ends, her career ends also, forgetting that person has been to school, she's got her certificate, she can go work with it. Do you understand? So it's just crazy, and this is going to take forever. This their case where if this one goes down, JD will look for something else again to file after 6 months. You will see it. This man will not stop until those kids turn 18. He won't stop. Sheba said Kora should let him talk for free and she herself should talk to get paid. Okay, I see. Nina said Nina said, where is all his top supporters that was giving him all the information on Kora? I guess they are doing they are on things, they are doing their own things now. All has turned their back on him. Oh, now they all have buy me a coffee too. So now it is going to be very confusing for his supporters because now they don't know who to donate to, who's buy me a coffee they should donate to, because immediately JD released, Lolo has released their own, another person too released, like back to back. They're all releasing buy me a coffee link. Wendy said Kora and her family begged him not to take this matter to social media. Now he has to take the heat. I have no sympathy for him. Absolutely. Remember, because Nancy came out and said, we're settling this privately. He said they're not settling anything, and he kept bragging. And remember, after that period, he kept bragging. Every month, he would tell us how they were begging him, The whole family, everybody was begging him. He said he didn't want. Now that he's also facing the heat, he forgot when he was bragging that the whole family was begging him, Look where the begging you has landed, you that came out first to put your whole private issues on social media, thinking that everybody will always, be on your side and drag the other person. At some point, the truth will start coming out and people will start seeing the truth and they're like, wait, it seems like something is up here. This person is not telling us the full story. Sheba say yes, so her life was epic. She showed us how she responded to him during an argument and what pushed him to abuse and hit her. Can you imagine? Ha! Seriously, eh? When he said he kept on poking her, I don't blame her for speaking her truth. That's why he's now coming out with all these videos that he's trying to do and explain what cannot be explained, because you said she only needed $5,000 for the court case. You will walk into the court without no lawyer. You will walk into the court with just $5,000 at most for whatever you people have to do in there, and that will be it. And you will win your case and you will come out. Now, with all that we see, the next thing is lawyer attorney fee is steep. So overnight, attorney fee skyrocketed. Because when it was the time of your ex-wife, you said no, she didn't need that $55,000 that people donated on the GoFundMe for her. That she didn't need it. That's not money that she needed. She just wants to use it. She wants to scam people. But now you came buy me a coffee. And people are supposed to see you as different. It's not the same court case. It's not supposed. When she asked for the money, it's not for court. She asked it for. Now you started coffee. Buy me a coffee. You're asking for attorney fee too. So it's not the same thing. That video, it was hilarious.
Against either parent, and it's just not healthy. I don't want them exposed to that negative energy because I saw how
wait. Let's take this back a little bit. What did he say against either parents?
Not because that's the path that everyone should take, but in my particular path, this is way too public, and this is way too far spread, and there's way too many people that are invested in this situation, which is truly, Family Matters should never be for public consumption.
What? But did you hear that? Family Matters shouldn't be for public consumption. It took you 3 years to realize. Did you hear what JD is saying in 2020? This video, he did it a few hours ago. So all of a sudden now that the heat is slowly turning, it has not even fully turned though. Remember the amount of people that were against Kale and are still his camp members, these ones that they will be plotting behind the scene. Now this man realized that this thing should not be this is shocking, So Family Matters is not supposed to be put out there, but you came and you pulled Hollywood 101 because in your mind, Hollywood people get sense. Inside your mind, Hollywood people are people that are worth emulating. And now that you've done Hollywood style and it has arrived you where you used to take the Hollywood people, now you finally realize, oh guys, too late though. You people's family business is all over. It's all over and it's even escalating. The fact that your ex-wife went to the UK and she was attacked and you came out, even all the blogs in the US that was not talking about her before, that, oh, a content creator or influencer, they always refuse to call her an artist, that went to the UK, was attacked in the UK. Immediately you inserted yourself. I guess as you saw that TMZ also was reporting it, it pained you. Why is it not you? You flew and inserted yourself inside again, making the situation worse. Talking about how you've contacted the UK Metropolitan Police, telling them that they should not waste their time investigating. Shouldn't that even be a crime? Who are you to call the police to tell them not to investigate a case because you think the person is lying? Whatever you think, keep your opinion to yourself. Let them investigate, find that the person lied, and let the person face the punishment of lying to the police or trying to mislead the whole nation. But you put all those efforts, and your minions also called the immigration office over there to block her from entering the country. All those times you didn't know that family business was not supposed to be in public. Oh, guys, too late. It's too late. This one that you're telling us today, that is Wednesday, today is 26th, right? Wednesday the 26th of June 2024, it is too late. Because from the beginning, after you made that first post, I am leaving Kora, people started saying, is this a joke? Is this a joke? You came back and your words were not a joke. That's why recently on one of my thumbnail, I put that very photo that is from 3 years ago, where you posted on your story, and you said, not a joke. And then you started vomiting. You started spewing. Nancy came out, told everybody on social media to respect their family privacy, that they are trying to sort this matter privately. If people look for that post, they will find what that thing that Nancy posted, that they are trying to sort it. That Kora did not speak, not even one word, not pim came out of Kora's mouth. Not one word came out of his ex-wife's mouth. They kept begging this man to close his mouth. No, he wanted the whole world to hear it. He wanted the whole world to know. And now this is what he says. This is strange.
Here we are. So, and this is a excellent case study of just.
Okay, you just want to let me get back to work. Thank you so very much. Our barrister in the building. Are you going live again today after work? Thank you very much for coming here to support during your break period. Thank you so much. Thank you.
How far people will go to try to destroy your life just because they don't have access to you anymore.
Can you imagine, after saying that family matter is not supposed to be on social media, now he's trying to blame her again? In the next sentence, he's saying how people can try to destroy your life when they are no longer in your life. Why would somebody that ends, like, I don't understand. She earns more than you. She was keeping you afloat. You were flexing with her money. She has her hands and her legs. Both of you have 50-50% custody. She didn't have any issues with that. She was not filing for full custody up until this moment. She's not asking for full custody. Why would that person want to destroy your life? And you were the one that kept talking and talking and talking and talking on social media. She didn't speak. She only wrote a book. Her book, some persons have not even bought, they've not read, they don't even know what is inside. But you came on social media back to back since 3 years ago. You were talking. And now you want to blame her for this situation. I can't believe this. Let me read some comment before we listen to the last part of his video. Let me see. Where's the last comment I read? Let me see. Okay, now this person say yes. So that life got me in hands. I kept poking at her. Yeah. Yeah, Wendy said he was coming out every day to convince people that all of his lies are truth. Absolutely. Then at some point he even had to come out and say this and this and this that I said was not true. And then in 2024 he came back and said those things that he said that were not true are true. So yet he said he has not been speaking for 3 years. I can't believe those words are coming out from his mouth. Absolutely. This man says things and he doesn't remember what he has said. And that's the thing with lying. When you lie, you will not remember the lie you told some months back. You will now go and say something else that is totally different from what you had said earlier. And that's exactly what is happening with this man. Sheba said, you've seen the page, Eppa's World. Oh, she's been covering this matter from. No, I've not seen that. Hold on. Let me get the pen and paper. Let me write it down. I don't think I've seen that one. Where's my pen? Give me a second. There's so many people talking about this in that you let me see. He said Edward's World. Okay, Apple Worldwide. Okay, let me see. Facebook. Okay, I'll check that. I hope I can easily find the person. Epa Worldwide she said she's been covering this matter from the beginning. Oh, even Amma Mason. Is that another Facebook? Who's Amma Mason? Epa even lost following because she was honest and real because she too is dealing with. Oh, really? The Emma, is that another person? Somebody's comment is being held, I think. I'll check it. A comment is being held. Maybe it has some strong words. That's why it's held for review. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so this person, the airport lady, is also dealing with something similar. Man. Sheba said, with a man like JD. Okay, I get that. Cordelia said you brought it to the public. Fools. Does he hear himself? He contradicts himself the more he talks. OMG. Absolutely. That's I'm like, does he even remember some things he has said before? I feel like JD forgets. Like he really, really does forget what he has said. Angel, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. How you doing today? Angel said, I fear this guy will harm Kora. May only God protect her. It is well. Angel, it is well. It is well. Stuff like that crosses a lot of people's mind. But because of YouTube and Facebook, certain things you can't say. So that's why you don't hear people saying those things. But God is in charge. God sees the heart of everyone and will always protect the innocent. You know. Cordelia said it's an excellent case study about a man that is so deeply troubled that calls himself a doctor should not have access to those girls, or for that matter, no human. Well, uh, yeah. So let's continue to pray for her. Absolutely, and like that's when I see people even trying to beef, I'm like, y'all don't even understand. If you really understand, you will know that this is not necessary. Think of those innocent children that these children were not there in China when these two people were doing their love in Tokyo in China. when Ko and JD was doing Love in Tokyo. Love in Tokyo is a movie. I don't know who remembers. So when you hear me saying Love in Tokyo, like I'm just when they were doing their Love in Tokyo in China, these kids were not there. But right now, the moves that JD is making might end up putting those kids in a very bad position where they might be raised without their parents. Not as if their parents are not capable, like in terms of working hard and having fun and making sure that you do the things, the everyday thing that parents do. You understand? But because of this vendetta that this man has in his heart, he will not let it rest. He will not let it rest, and it will not get to a point where people will not think that these two parents will be fighting back and forth. Which, if you don't look very well, you will think that they are fighting back and forth. But when you really look at the case properly, you will notice that it's one person that is fighting. The other person is not fighting. And maybe if she had nipped this in the bud in the beginning, this wouldn't have happened. She's eating popcorn. This wouldn't have escalated to this extent where he has recruited a lot of people already. You're welcome. If you're just joining us, please give the live stream a thumbs up. Thank you so very much. So this is really, really terrible. And every time he comes out and posts things like this, you will see people rooting and screaming, oh, she's so terrible, oh this, oh that. But he brought this whole thing to social media.
Are my kids back on social media? No, I don't want my kids on social media. There's too many people trying to use them as weapons against either parent, and it's just not healthy. I don't want them exposed to that negative energy, because I saw how it wore me down over the years. And truthfully speaking, this negativity will probably follow me for the rest of my life. But so I have two choices. I can be a beacon of light, or I can be a beacon of darkness.
You've already chosen your
And
path.
I'm a beacon of darkness. The devil wins, basically.
You've chosen your path. He knows.
So it's just a gratitude post saying thank you to everyone that's stuck by my side. Sent me thousands, hundreds of thousands of positive messages over the years. I mean, gosh, my email inbox. You guys are emailing so much. It's like I have to go through 3 pages to get through a day's worth of emails, and I can't respond to all of you because I just don't have the time. But I want to let you guys know that I appreciate you, basically.
He knows what he's doing. You know, when you listen to when this man talks sometimes, and you listen, and that's what I always tell people. I'm like, listen to every word that comes out of this man's mouth. It tells a lot. It tells a lot of the kind of person that he is. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Listen to the type of things he's even saying now. The man absolutely understands what he's doing, but he would not stop doing them because what he promised from the beginning, that is the goal, and that's what he wants to achieve. He said it from the start. He said it from the start. I will make sure, and when somebody gives such threats, best believe them. So there is nothing this man will not do. It's not this 2024 that I've done a lot. I can actually go to what's going on. My live stream just went off and restarted again. He said I can actually I can damn everything. At most I'll go to jail, I'll do community service, I'll go to this, I'll go, like, he knows that he's been doing things that are illegal. He's been breaking the laws, and he still doesn't care. He still repeats those same things that he knows that he said with his own mouth, that he's breaking the laws by doing those things, but he's still doing those things. So this one has already damned all the consequences so far. The Grey Hearts, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today. How you doing? This is the last comment I read. Okay, Wendy said at Angela, he won't there unless he's prepared to go to jail for life. Wendy, don't think that this kind of person can. Don't dare some people. Oh, this one is capable of anything. This person we see is capable of anything because, one, he's unstable, and even him, he has said it, that he's going through things. He's not really hiding some of the things that he's battling with, and someone that is battling demons can do anything. He's capable of that. Very much, like, easy. He can easily do it. He can easily do that. And don't even think that it's just to her. All 3 of them, like, if he feels like I'm not winning, he takes everybody down with him. Those kind of people that do those kind of things, he falls in that category. He's capable of anything. Anybody's actually capable. Like once somebody gets to this point where you're being the level of vengeance and vindictiveness that this man is showing us, that's just going to be like waking up in the morning and making coffee and drinking it to him. The Gray said, why does he think he has the ultimate control? That's the thing now. That's the thing. In his mind, he's the alpha and omega. He's the beginning and her end, nothing else. Whatever he says, that's what will happen. He sees himself as the president of the United States and the lawmakers and everything put together, And he's a beacon of darkness. He knows. I'm so grateful for the excellent work you bloggers are doing exposing the individual, but he is not good for anyone's mental health. Absolutely. He needs to just at some point back down and chill. He really, really needs to chill, or else even him, he will not have the kids. The ex-wife too will not have the kids. You understand? And that's going to be terrible, because looking at except this beef that he has for his ex-wife, if he will set that aside, just pretend like his ex-wife don't exist, and just focus on raising his children, I believe maybe he will be able to do a good job raising his children, and he will do his 50%, she will do her 50%, and slowly the years is going by. Before you know, 18 years is done and dusted. The next thing, they are off to university, and they are making decisions for themselves. They're out of the house. They only come in to visit you, visit dad, visit mom. Once the next time the both of you needs to be in the same room is when any one of them is getting married, or their graduation from university, those kind of life achievement. So it's not as if this is something that will happen all the time. Okay, when they graduate, you go for the graduation. After that, that's it. When they get married, you attend the wedding. That's the next time you will see the ex, and you just move on. But he will not stop, even though the bitterness is affecting his mental health. He still will not stop. And this set of women that he recruited, they are just there for the money. That's why, look at it now. Immediately he came out to post, this is buy me a coffee. Instead of all of them to come and advocate, if you think that he's doing the right thing, instead of you to come out and advocate for him, all of them, they started posting their own buy me a coffee link too, asking for donations. And I believe one of the reasons why this man recruited these people is because he thought they were going to give him enough money. By the time all these people feel sorry for him, they will be contributing, collecting donations, and that will beat what Kora is making. And that would have made him happy. But what he did not understand is that most of those people went there to grow their pages. Some of them went there to be known. Some of them went there so they can look like people that are contributing something positive to the society. Some of them wanted to be like a helper because they feel like they are useless. Others went there to build a blog, to start blogging. And, that's an easy way. When you have some big stories, it kind of puts you out there. If you don't want to go through the process of starting from somewhere and slowly building up and getting up there, then you glue yourself into certain drama, and that's how you're just going to be a huge blogger. But one thing that this set of people don't understand is, after this whole thing ends, of which they are egging him on so it doesn't end, so they keep benefiting from it. But he does not understand that. At the beginning, he thought they were helping him because they were donating, they were giving their time, calling, egging him up, giving him false stories, misleading informations, and name it. But now look where it has landed him. It has not only affected the children, now that they have to go to court for this hearing again. That's something that has been sorted out 50-50. I don't know why he thinks that he deserves all. And I
because my leg is stuck.
So let's listen to the last part of what he has to say before we give more analysis. I think he's reading comments now.
So,
he's quiet.
Keep walking in the lights, guys. Keep walking in light. I mean, it's amazing to me that social media has become such a negative place, and it's particularly this Facebook app. The other apps police much better, but Facebook, which is probably why Zuckerberg's under fire by Congress.
He has always been under
But yeah,
fire.
this has been a crazy learning experience.
You all notice that him and his cohorts will always refer to Facebook as a bit of a... It depends on how you want to use Facebook. The type of thing you want to see is what you will see. If you go on Facebook and search for comedy, fun stuff, news, anything you want to see is what Facebook will present to you. Once you start consuming, they will start suggesting.
And of course, the negativity keeps coming in here, and all the people just coming in here with negativity. I really hope you find whatever therapist or whatever you need to do to seek happiness. I'm not the man that hurt you. So, go find the one that did, or get some therapy. Practice forgiveness.
Look who's talking about,
and practice gratitude in your life. Because having gratitude will be, it's a life changer. It's a game changer.
This thing, XY did something to you because the both of you share kids together.
So, I just saw my morning patient, and I just felt compelled to say say thank you and also apologize for just getting sucked into the negativity. Many of you guys have been watching me for
I think the fear is beginning to get to him. Now that they have so many hearing in court in August, this man doesn't know how that will turn out. And that video that Zoe did in his home, filming those his children, smacking the hand of the little one and filming her private part. Gang gang. Gang gang. That is a gang gang. It's not a joke. It's called a gang gang. It's going down. Seriously. The fear. And if JD has gotten an attorney now and he got a good attorney, I believe the attorney will be able to explain to him, telling him his attorney will be able to explain to him. Your charger is here. I'm coming. Let me bring it.
years. You guys have seen it.
Yo, give me some.
You guys have. I mean, it's like an onslaught on a daily basis, and the goal is to break me down mentally, emotionally, and spiritually over time, like water on rock. And I will say they succeeded for a period of time, but as I will tell my daughters, it's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you stand back up and keep going. So, appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go play with my girls.
Yes.
This is my favorite part of the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play with my girls
because they were leaving when I left. I mean, they were sleeping when I left, so they're gonna definitely be awake when I come home, and they're gonna sprint from the living room.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get on my knees and give them a big hug because that's how it happened. Because they're so excited. Like there's, as a parent, many of you guys that are parents that have little kids at home, you know, there's nothing better than coming home and your two little girls, in my case, are like they're just so excited to see you, and you can't do anything when you walk in the door other than just get down to their level and just hug and play with them.
You're welcome. I say it. You're welcome.
All right, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
I'm out of here. Time to go play with my kids and continue my busy day.
If your day was really busy, you wouldn't even be doing all of this. And even though this man, is not showing the kids, he would have been able to do this type of where he would just update his followers. Thought, I did this with my kids. Like so many content that this man would have been able to do after the divorce was finalized, after they got 50-50 custody. So many things that he would have been able to do. Occupy yourself with those little ones, because those little ones this age, there's so much to do. But instead, you focus on putting all your energy on the negativity, on fighting their mom, trying to destroy their mother. And when you succeed in destroying their mother and they grow up, what are you going to tell them? That you, their father, destroyed their mother. Like that's what you're going to tell them. It's just horrible, It is absolutely horrible. Let me see, where's the last comment I read? I don't want to miss anyone's comment. Let me see. Where to go to jail? What do you think he's? Okay, he's become the darkness. I'm so grateful. Okay. Okay, we read that one. Okay, so when he said, I lost respect the day he came online and said those horrible things about Kora right after she gave birth to his child. I still have not gotten over that. Like, a lot of people could not believe, after when he said the first things, people were thinking, okay, that's it. But when he kept going and people were like, no, this is not normal anymore. And to think that she was not even talking, people were waiting for her to come and explain her own part. She didn't say anything. So he's scared of shitless out of his mind. Oh God, that's from Wendy. And the Grey Hunter said, I believe so, Wendy. I say it said, thus we go get mental health check, ne?
You have Coca-Cola.
So They said go get your mental health check. He said he went for a retreat and he did a whole lot of you know but he came back from his retreat and he's going back to the same old thing. Nina said he created this mess. Now he wants everyone to feel sorry for him. Absolutely. Because he knows that there are some people that are just joining in from the middle and they don't understand that he brought this online. And the way he's sounding in 2024, you would think that she brought it online. The ex-wife actually spoke about it first. That's what you would think. You will not understand that this man kept talking and talking and talking and talking, that he has done millions of videos. She was yet to say a thing. Her sister was even begging people on social media to not talk about it, that they are sorting it privately. He came out and said there is nothing like that. That he's done, he's done. They're begging him, he doesn't care. Listen. That they're begging him. Para. Cigar, that's him. That they're begging him, but no, nothing. And kept bashing and insulting and doing the most, because to him, oh, it felt nice that people were insulting her. He loved it. So he always has to say what he's doing in detail, showing his light, describing his girls and playing with them. He he's in his Uber again. Wahala, wahala. So he's not well because he meant to know about the health but felt it's okay to RIP. Exactly. From her mother's okay, to reap out from her mother's breast milk. That was the height of it for me. Seriously, that was a terrible sight. Terrible sight. The retreat taught him how to become a carol beggar. Oh, goodness. How the table turns. Seriously. How the table turns.
Catch you later.
How you go from being somebody that would have just done your thing and move on, to being this person that is now a caricature, actually, because people are tired. People cannot even deal anymore, with this whole back and forth and plotting and whatnot. You understand? And then you drag your ex-wife, coffee, and then the next thing, he appears. Look at his gang member. He has his own. Go buy me a coffee. Crystal, aka Zoe, the one that is in court also, she too, she has her buy me a coffee. Another one here they call Flora Y. I'm even seeing this one for the first time. That one has buy me a coffee. Lolo also buy me a coffee. Like this is just weird. This is seriously weird. People are just making memes on Facebook with this is I make $300 an hour. And you see why it's actually not good to just talk too much. If this man did not drag the ex-wife the way he did, we will not even be here. Pa. Now this blogger came in and is tackling those people. Remember, his blogger posted and was laughing and saying Kora is asking for full custody. And I'm like, of course, this is the storyline that JD wants them. Remember, he came out saying nobody can keep me away from my children. I'm a good father and all of that. That his ex-wife asking for full custody. And I said, this man is saying this thing because he knows that his bloggers will not wait to go and check the court documents. And they will come out and they will start running with that. And that's exactly what his bloggers did. They started. Kora is asking for full custody. Is she dreaming? Is she this? The insult, the laughing, the mocking. There's nothing they didn't write in those comment section. And I'm thinking, so one person comes out and tells you people something. You jump on it as a blogger, you post it. And then look in the comment section too. The people cannot even say, let me go and find out. No, they started running and insulting, calling her names, how wicked she is. He's such a good father. Why would she want to? And I'm like, did you people see the document, or you saw it and you just read it, but you did not understand what the document was saying? And this blogger too is breaking it down. I said, so when it's obvious that some haven't looked at the document, they said KO is asking for full custody, and JD just doesn't want them to go to Nigeria. Like, seriously, the kind of things that these people, and the person actually went and screenshot the court this thing, the document, and posted it. But even this one that this blogger posted, it's still not going to help, because this set of people will never ever ever stop. They will never ever stop, because JD keeps feeding them with all these fake stories, and they always run with the fake stories. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Seriously, a lot is going on. Talking about that, Kim is also posting document. I think this one concerns her own case also, where she posted this that says, dear Miss Baker, we are aware that you received our initial cease and desist letter in early June of 2024 that demanded the immediate removal of all false defamatory comments about my client, Crystal Hackett, Miss Hackett. It is widely disrespectful to accuse our law firm of hiring fake attorney, and we will not hesitate to defend our professionals proudly against false allegation. Instead, so that before I even continue reading this stuff, can you imagine how people just majestically walked into somebody else's problems? Like, this is just something else. Seriously, this is just something else. Ha, pa, 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 pa. So now this woman too, now they're going back and forth in court. Madam Private Investigator, now she's in court with another JD supporter. This is what happens when you support evil. This is what happens. From them fighting amongst themselves online, now they've ended in court, where they are beginning to try to defend themselves and do whatnot. Seriously. And he said, instead of seizing all defamatory remark made made about Miss Hackett, you continue to tarnish Miss Hackett's reputation on all social media platforms, uh, known to her known to her colleagues, family, and friends. While your alias Facebook page, Kimmy Kim Kim, was not listed in the original cease and desist letter, this does not give you an avenue to further spread false information about Miss Hackett. During a hearing in an action, hold on. Oh, right up is so small. Let's see how we can get through this. Okay, in an action against you, every social media platform, page, account, post, or comment will be called into question. We are documenting all social media pages that you have created to further your defamation against Miss Hackett. Okay, Miss Hackett, for those that are kind of confused, Miss Hackett is Crystal, aka Zoe, the same person that is also in court with Kora Obidi, which is their own hearing is in August, right? Yes. That woman has also sued the other JD's ex-supporter, Kim. So they too, they have their court. And this is Kim that posted this to her Facebook. And he said, This letter is our final demand before initiating legal action. Ms. Hackett demand $40,000 in reputational damages. Failure to comply with this demand immediately will result in a formal lawsuit against you, personal in against you personally for defamation. The emotional bullying you actively participate in will be reprimanded. To confirm your compliance with our demand, you may contact us at, and then they drop their whatever numbers, and they say communication regarding the matter should be directed through Cape Law, blah 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 blah, resolve and we facilitate binding and certain agreements and yada yada yada. Anyways, so it is also going down, you know. So this one was filed on the 18th of June 2024, June 18th, 2024. That's what I see on this document that she posted, and she's laughing. She said, "Oh, followers, check out this," and she said some stuffs here. And let me see, did she post something else? Let me see, what's the other one? Okay, I think she also screenshot the other one where Zoe herself, the Crystal, aka Zoe, the Crystal Hackett, posted this. She said, LOL, we sure know what litigation means. We are working on litigation process, guys. Things take time between, guys. I haven't gotten anything from, and then she said, LOL again. I'm sitting here waiting. Guys, I can't stop laughing. People need to learn the word litigation. The other party can contact my lawyers. They are ignoring my lawyers, LOL. Why are these people afraid to contact my lawyer? LOL. It's a simple solution. All these people have to do is call my lawyers, LOL. Ignoring it isn't going away. We are already moved on to the next step, LOL. So this is Kim Baker and Zoe, aka Crystal, going back and forth. Mhm. Hmm. Then another person commented something that she wanted her viewers to read. Everybody said, I can't believe people do not realize litigation can be done out of courtroom and think that they can state they have a lawyer. Then why is their lawyer not contacting the lawsuit filers attorney? Do they not realize that if they avoid litigation outside of court, that it can cost them 3 times or more going into court? Not only will they be paying the attorney, but also the court will be paying a larger settlement amount to the person. So this person is kind of still talking about litigation, which is this name. I think I've seen this name a lot on commenting all over Facebook and what is going on. So the funny thing about this is how none of this would have even happened if these two women did not connect themselves to JD, where they were top fighters for JD. One was the one that went to JD's home to film a video. The other one was the one that invited a private investigator to investigate Kora. Now these two women are in court fighting each other. If truly they were fighting for JD and JD was telling the truth, they will not be fighting themselves. And those other ones that are not in court, that don't have any legal case, they are still beefing each other, shading, insulting, and running their mouths. So this is really sad that these people just caught themselves into a tight corner where this is what you see. Battle of this one fighting this one, the other one fighting with the other one. Okay, Kim is asking people to join her over on YouTube. I guess she wanted to talk about this and address this. And she also Kim posted it and said, a narcissist wants the authority of a king while having the accountability of a toddler. Okay, now. So words are still being exchanged. Okay, not only JD is trying to run down his ex-wife, his camp members that are fighting among themselves. They too, they are still trying to battle themselves and run each other down. But this is really, really sad, because when you look at those court documents and see what's going to happen in August, whew, I really don't know. Seriously, I really, really, really don't know what to say, because this is not even funny. So when I see his people laughing, thinking that, oh, because JD always comes out and lies that, oh, I went to court and I won my cases. I won all my cases. I won all my cases. It looks like, oh, he's telling the truth. But let's keep looking at what is happening, and let's see what's going to happen in August. That's all I can say. But all these lies that he has lied, I believe at this point now, I want to, okay, before we even start ramming up, let me see, because this is blogger that was quick to run her mouth and say that Kora filed for full custody, even though Kora did not. And her job is just to celebrate absolute nonsense, you know. Hmm. So this one is still running with the same his blogger, and he will never come back to address that. He's still running, asking Nancy what happened to 50-50 custody, because this one is still of the opinion that Kora has filed for full custody. And she said, buy me a coffee is making Kora gaga. Mm. Mm. Seriously. So yeah, she has not changed anything. She's still running with the idea that Kora is seeking for full custody. And these people are doing all of this, not knowing that this case right now, it might look like, oh, this is going his way. At the last minute, by the time everything, the hearing and everything is done and dusted, the result might end up shocking all of them. And only heaven knows what his reaction will be. You know, that's another thing that his camp members are not thinking. And I feel like most of them should be more worried about the case between Kora and Crystal than them being worried about the case between Kora and JD, because that's really not that doesn't concern that case. That concerns Chris, because whatever happens to Crystal, if Crystal sees that she's going to be going down, if she sees that she's going to be going down, she will make sure she name all of them that received and reshared those things. Okay, because there are some people that would have come and said, oh, but I didn't see, oh, this person shared it to the other WhatsApp group and the other person. And before you know, as they are finishing and wrapping the case of Crystal and Kora, the next thing, they are picking up these other people. So I don't even know why this one is still blogging about other things that is not relevant to her, instead of concerning herself with, do you have that content in your phone? Did you save it? Did you reshare it to anyone? Those are the things that they should be bothered about, but no, they are concerned about JD. That's how what's her name? Kim was concerned about JD. And that's how the other one went. They've all ended in court now. They're going back and forth, back and forth. All of them creating buy me a coffee, looking for donation for who is going to donate money for them. That being said, that brings us to the end of today's analysis. We will be watching JD. JD never closes his mouth. The same thing I said to you people yesterday. The same thing that I bravo. The same thing I said yesterday, that JD never closes his mouth. JD will come out and he's going to make a video, he's going to say something, he's going to make posts, he's going to do the most. And the more he's talking, the more you can see the lies, the manipulation, and the way he tries to stir the narrative on social media, even though him and his cohorts will always complain that this blue app is so terrible, but they've made it so hot for themselves that most of them are now running away. The likes of Kim now is YouTube, that is her safe haven, where she chills and makes her live stream, and she doesn't post much on Facebook anymore. You know, you see now run it when no man pursue it. Wahala no they finish for this world. That being said, It's past 11. I will just round up. I don't want to stay up too late today. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow as more updates. It's coming up. A lot more things are happening. But let's just remember to keep praying for Kora and her girls, because this case is something else. And some persons might say, why you're saying pray for not JD? JD knows what he's doing. He could have stopped. There was no need bringing this whole thing to social media, but he did anyway. He didn't care. And as the years are going, one would think that you will get tired of nagging and nagging and nagging, but he's not, because he's surrounded by all these people that keeps egging him on to do these things. Imagine, he filed that stuff. He said they should stop talking about each other. Who came out first to talk? He came out to talk about her. The only time she was ever speaking, ever when she's debunking or whatnot, she never talks about. But he will never. He said he was the content. That's what he said, that he was the content. And if you are the content, it simply means that you should be creating content with yourself, because you are the content. But no, you will keep talking about the ex, about the ex, about the ex, about, like, seriously. It is really, really terrible. Even what's his name, Johnny Depp situation that was all over social media and whatnot. After the case, how many times have we seen him coming out, granting interview and talking about, oh, this, or create a page? We saw Johnny Depp traveling, doing his music, doing his band thing. They do all those things that he likes to do. See him traveling full of rings and whatnot. But Jade is, after the whole thing, he still keeps doing what he's doing. So it is hard to say which kind of prayer person won't pray for that one now. Seriously. What kind of prayer? Like somebody that will travel and say, I'm going for peace of mind, I'm going for that. He will get there, the topic will still be the same person that he's running away from California from. Like, I don't understand. Let's just keep praying, because when you see those, this versus this one versus KO versus JD versus KO versus Krista, so much, so much, and the investigation that is also on ground, and this call again that they've started calling the LAPD police and sending them to Kora Obiri again, is not funny. It is not funny. So let's all just be watching, and let's pray that God give Kora the wisdom, her lawyers the wisdom, and Nancy the wisdom to slow down, keep quiet, keep JD's name out of your mouth. Don't address anything that concerns him. You want to talk about your sister, go ahead, but just avoid him. Cora, also be extremely careful, because y'all are still in court. Both of you are under investigation because some of the stuff that are in those court documents. So being careful is going to really help. you know that being said, I want to say thank you to every one of you that joined in today. I will not be able to scroll all the way to the top. Okay, well, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you that came in today. Wendy, I say it, Nina, the Grey Houghton, Cordelia, Angel, let me see, Sheba, Oyoyo's World, Ron M was here, I think, right? Royal D was here. Some names that I can remember. Who else was here with us? Let me see. Who else was here? Whipping Stick, thank you. Sizikadi, thank you. Boleg M, thank you. All the silent watchers here, I said thank you. Yeah, Ron M was here. Yeah, Royal D was also here. Okay, so those are our commenters. I say thank you to every one of you and all the silent watchers. I know most of you just love to come in here and listen to the conversation. I say thank you to each and every one of you. If you're new here, if today is the first day you just saw our live, please go to the channel, subscribe, turn on your notification. There's a playlist on this topic so you can catch up on whatnot that we've done, the last videos. Now talking about that, maybe the last videos I've not even added. Okay, I'll try to add this last live stream to the playlist, so you know that that's, if that's what you want to watch. But we have other contents also. on the page. God bless you all. Over here, we're preparing for bed. I know in parts like the US and whatnot, your day is still, you're still working and whatnot. I say, may God guide and protect you all. I pray for good health, sound mind. God guide and protect you and your family. You're going out and coming in. Good health, every good thing, your secret prayers, all those prayers that you go to your closet. I join my faith with yours and I say, may it come to pass. Every good thing you wish yourself, may it come to pass. God bless you all. Thank you all so very much. I don't take your time that you come in here to spend and chatting here with us. I don't take it for granted. I'm super, super grateful. I'm very happy, always excited to see y'all. Thank you so very much. Yo, okay, okay. Yes, 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 yes. Much love, much love, much love. Thank you all so very much. Thank you so, so much. I'll see you all tomorrow and let's pray for the best. Let's pray that something good comes out of this and that JD gets tired at some point and decide to just let go and co-parent so they don't have to go back and forth to court, because right now it's like tomorrow is pregnant again, that we don't know what to expect from this investigation that is going on now because of the allegations and whatnot, that has been things that have been said, things that have been put in those court documents. Now all of those things needs to be investigated, so we don't even know, you know so yeah. So remember to keep Kora in your prayer. Absolutely, absolutely, because this is difficult. This is difficult and anything is possible. So let's just keep praying for the wisdom, the judge, the courthouse that is going to be handling this, the CPS, DCFS, everybody that is involved in this. Let's pray that the Holy Spirit will go and direct them. Let's pray that God will give them the wisdom to look at this case and understand and give a proper ruling that will end this whole drama. Seriously, that should be our line of prayer. God should give Kora the strength to stand tall, because she has little ones to raise, and you don't want to be in a bad place, because if you're in a bad place, you will not be able to raise those little ones. um, so let's just wait till August that they will be having their hearings, and we will see how that's going to play out. But is JD going to be quiet? I doubt it, because his recent 2 or 3 live streams, the kind of things he was saying, he's still trying to egg people on, and his bloggers are still blogging those lies, knowing fully well that it's a lie, and that is terrible. But nemesis, karma, it will sure come. Hence, I don't feel sorry for those ones that are receiving their stuff now. And people like, but they apologize. Well, you might have apologized, but doesn't mean that karma will still not hit you, because you've done something that is not good. Something that you knew that when you were doing that thing, you knew you were doing something terrible, but you went ahead anyway because you were doing it to someone else. So you weren't feeling the pain. Now it's time for you to feel the pain for the mess you've caused, the pain you've caused someone else. Enjoy it. That being said, I say thank you all. God bless you. God bless you. Much love. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Thursday. Okay. Thank you all so very much. Good night from my side. Aha.